Welcome back to Chasing Dreams Homestead. Dreamers, I've got a lot of information for you, so I hope you hang in there and watch the entire video. At the end of this video, I'm going to show the event space on our spring meet and greet. Here's my moment to do a shameless plug though. If you like what we're doing, you appreciate what we're doing for the community, please like and subscribe to our channel. And this particular video, if you share no other video of ours, please share this video far and wide so we can get the word out about the spring meet and greet. All right, y'all. So here we go. We've got our itinerary ready. Thank you, Megan. Megan has been helping us and has been instrumental in that, and I appreciate it. All right, so I'm gonna go over all of the lineup for you guys and gals so that you know what to anticipate when you come to the spring meet and greet. So 8 to 10 a.m., we're going to do a plant and seed swap. So you can bring seeds, you can bring plant starts, and we'll even go as far as to say you can bring dry home goods that you might want to exchange or barter or whatever. Please, please, please do not bring animals. This isn't that kind of event. This is a meet and greet. This is multiple presentations. This is a situation where you will get to network with other homesteaders. You will get to learn things. We will share a meal together. But the last thing we want is everyone having to worry about going out and tending to animals in the parking lot or any of that stuff. And I don't want to have to clean up behind everybody's animals when the event's over. So 8 to 10, plant and seed swap. Now, I'm not going to go over all of the times. I will share the flyer in the comments section, but I'm going to go over the classes and who the presenters are. All right, so we've got Trapping Basics from Jake Snyder at Dog Creek Farm. Jake has been huge in getting this meet and greet put together, and we are so thankful for everything that Jake has done. In fact, Jake stepped up and rented the space that we're having this meet and greet at, just because Jake enjoyed our last meet and greets, which were outdoors, but wanted his wife Kim to be able to come comfortably to a meet and greet. So Jake rented a facility for us to hold the meet and greet in. If that's not a love story and a sweet gesture, I don't know what is. Jake, that was awesome. Kim, you got a good man there. So Jake's doing the Trapping Basics. Brandon and Jesse Metzger from Rosedale Farm are going to do Selling Plant Starts. And I think Jesse's also going to talk a little bit on U-Pick cut flower gardening. She is a very successful U-Pick cut flower garden, deal going on in their homestead. And I think she's only a few years into it, and she's just really knocking it out of the park. So that is awesome. She's been growing plants a long time, but this whole U-Pick and selling, I think they're fairly new at. And the amount of energy that they've gotten behind that is huge. So we're really, really fortunate that they're going to come out and talk to us about that. We've got Preventing Chicken Disease and Mealworm Farming from Amber Garling at Muddy Waters Farms. Amber, you're a rock star. And if y'all don't know, this is the last time I'll be able to get this information out. Next weekend, January 28th, Amber is hosting a meet and greet up in Tipton, Indiana. Get out there and check her out, guys and gals. She's been coming to our meet and greets, her and her husband Chris. They've been hanging out with us from the moment they get there, which is usually like an hour or two into the meet and greet because they're coming from three and a half hours away, till well past the meet and greet ending. And they just enjoy themselves so much. And I'm so proud of them for stepping out and starting a meet and greet in their area. After them, we've got How to Entertain Your Pig by Forrest Heidenrock from Farm of the Forest. That's their name, Farm of the Forest. Forrest is going to do a class on how to entertain your pig. This is a youth presenter, y'all. This is a young man that is going to be doing this. And by young man, I mean a kid that's under middle school age who's going to be doing this presentation. And that is amazing. This little dude is experienced in doing this for his homeschool homestead groups. And we're looking forward to this. This is something that's going to be awesome for the kiddos. We've got Pioneering Your Forest into a Farm from Jonathan and Lisa Jo Heidenrock, Farm of the Forest. That's Forest parents. They're going to do a great job. Jonathan is very, very knowledgeable, and so is Lisa. So we're really looking forward to everything that they're going to have to offer in their presentation. That's one I'm going to sit in on. I believe Jonathan is actually going to give a class on turning weeds into silage for your livestock, so that's going to be pretty interesting. We've got Does Homesteading Make Financial Sense from Courtney Ewing at Prestige Farm Wide. Courtney has also been a big contributor to getting this meet and greet going. She's helping with getting the event t-shirts nailed down with the vendor, and we are super thankful for all of Courtney's help. She's also an accountant, so I think this class is going to be something that will really help a lot of folks out. Does it make financial sense to homestead? I believe she will give you guys some information that you may not have ever thought about before, and we'll see how that goes. Homestead Natural Essentials Oil-Based Cleaners from Jessica Summit from Summit Farms. We're looking forward to that also. If you're into natural and holistic cleaners and things that aren't full of chemicals that you don't have to worry about any kind of toxic exposure from, this will be a good class to sit through. We've got Introduction to Beekeeping from Josh Brock at Willowwood Farm. Josh and Megan are Willowwood Farms. Both of them are presenting. I did an interview on them a few days back, and if you haven't caught it, I'll link that in the bottom of the comment section. I'm going to try to get out and do interviews with everyone that's going to be presenting so that we can have those for you guys to just get a little backstory on all the presenters. We've got a kids activity making spring seed paper with Josh and Megan Brock from Willowwood Farm. That's going to be fun. They touched base on that in their interview, and I told them, I was like, I'm going to put my kids in it because I think that carrot seed tape is the way to go as far as getting carrots to thrive from what I've seen in research. So I'm interested in seeing how that goes. We've got wild crafting and plant medicine preparation from Carletta. She is very, very knowledgeable on almost everything medicinal when it comes to wild plants. She's an expert forager. She's studied all over the U.S. Super duper excited about her wild crafting and plant medicine preparation class. That is going to be one that will benefit a lot of folks, so sit in on it if you can. We've got a kids activity on introducing kids to beekeeping with Josh and Megan Brock from Willowwood Farm, so we're really excited about that as well. We have stuff at this event for adults and kids. This is a family-friendly event. Bring your kids. Don't leave them home. They're going to have other kids to play with. It's going to be a great time. Each meet and greet that we have held, there have been a ton of kids running around having a good time. It's like a family reunion when you get to see all your cousins for the first time in like 5 years, and all your cousins have kids, and their kids are playing with their cousins. It's just a whole bunch of fun, and just everyone turns into instant family by the time the event's over with. It's amazing. So we've got that. We've got inoculating mycelium into logs and mushroom species you can find in the area with the Happy George. If you don't know who Happy George singing telegrams are, do yourself a favor, get on Facebook, look him up. This dude is awesome. Not only is he a very charismatic and positive, upbeat guy that's going around sharing joy with all of Southern Indiana and Kentucky, but he's knowledgeable as all get out about mushrooms. This is going to be great. I can't wait to see his class. We've got biosecurity on the homestead. Yours truly, I'm going to be teaching that one. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'll probably go over some things that you had not thought about in the past, and some things that you might think just seem a little bit silly, but when it comes down to it, if you do all the steps that you can possibly do to keep your homestead safe in the biosecurity aspect, you really, really mitigate losses on the homestead. And that is huge for any homesteader because losses hurt. All right, we've got Raising Rabbits with Leslie Lennon of Celtic Glen Heritage Livestock. We're pretty excited about that. Leslie has been hosting a lot of classes up at Celtic Glen, so we are super excited. She's a knowledgeable presenter. She knows a lot about rabbits, and rabbits are an animal that you can have on your homestead that do not cost a whole lot of money to take care of, but you get a lot back out of them. Not only do you get the potential fur, the potential meat, you also get the manure that you can use right away. It's not a hot manure. There's so many benefits to having rabbits, so we're excited that Leslie's going to give that class. We're going to get a class on getting your produce into restaurants from Tad Streepy at Gypsy Rain Organics. Tad is just such a cool dude. You guys are going to have so much fun sitting with Tad and getting to listen to Tad's speech on how he has taken the plunge. He got out of the corporate world, and in just a matter of a few years, and I mean a few years, y'all, this dude has an awesome, incredibly beautiful organic garden at his home. He has now gotten his product plugged into the school system, plugged into local restaurants. if there's ever a person to listen to about gardening and how to market your produce, this guy is going to be the guy. I'm actually pushing Tad to get a YouTube series going himself on gardening, because I'd like to think I know a lot about gardening, but when I was at Living Roots the other day visiting them with Tad and Michael from Living Roots were talking like way above my head on gardening. Like, they were mentioning some bugs from pest pressure I never even heard of. So this is going to be a good class. I think you guys will really enjoy that one. We've got native plants and starting seeds with Brett Clark. If you don't know who Brett Clark is, he runs the largest Southern Indiana livestock swap group. He has his swap meet in Madison at the farm. Brett is a huge advocate for bringing native plants into your homestead and into your farms. Brett knows a ton, and I mean a ton, about native plants. That's a really good class to sit in. And he's done these presentations all over. So he is knowledgeable, he is prepared, and he is going to rock your socks off with the information he gives you and brighten your day with the things that you can bring onto your homestead that will thrive because they are native to your area. We've got all things goats with Debbie Haberlin from Karst Creek Farms. Miss Debbie is doing big things in the show world. Not only is she making all kinds of different goat products with the milk that she's harvesting from her dairy goats, but she's kicking butt and taking names in the show world. So you've got a lady that's going to come out here that she is very knowledgeable in all maintenance, care, treatment, medications, wormings, vaccines that would ever be needed for a goat. But she will also be able to talk to you a little bit about showmanship and different products that you can make from the goat byproducts, the milk and the meat and all the other things. It's going to be a good one. After Debbie, we've got marketing your farm on local social media lessons. That's going to be Amanda Hand from M. Kono Farms and myself again. Amanda Hand is doing massive stuff up by Bloomington for a breed of pigs that we absolutely love, the Cooney Coonies. Amanda is a wealth of knowledge and resources when it comes to anything pig, but specifically Cooney Coonies. And we are really, really trying to get the word out about Cooney Coonies in our area, because it's just a breed that we absolutely love. They're low maintenance. Their feed cost is so minimal compared to other pigs. The meat is fantastic. Their personality is awesome. I mean, they're just a really great homestead animal to have. And we are so thankful that Amanda is stepping up and doing a presentation with me on this. She's also bringing her knowledge from the EPKA, the Empire Cooney Pig Association. She's the president, so there's just so much that she's bringing to the table, and we are thankful for that. Also, Amanda is doing a class on her own solo of homesteading Cooney from farrow to finish. So again, a great resource. And like I said, the class she and I are doing, this woman is a branding genius. She came up with the most clever name for her operation. It's a small-scale swinery. That's awesome. I mean, if you're a bourbon drinker like myself, everybody loves small batch, this or that, you know, aged, twice aged, all these different marketing things. She came up with small scale swinery. That is awesome. We've got a basic chicken butchering class with Andrew Summit from Summit Farms. This is going to be cool. This is going to be really cool. If there is anything that I get asked on a regular basis, it's about processing animals. So, having someone come out and give this demonstration is massive. This is going to be an opportunity for folks who have never done this to get to see what it's like, to see how easy it is and how you can raise your own meat and you can process it at home and feed your family with it. This is going to be great. This is going to be something that I think is going to benefit so many people. So we're thankful for that, Summit Farms. Thank you. Also, not to be overshadowed, all day long, Dakota Floor, a local blacksmith. This kid has been, I call him a kid, and he's not even a kid. I've known him since he was a kid. Now he's a young man. He's grown. But this guy has been blacksmithing since he was a young kid, and he has just really mastered the art and is doing awesome things with his blacksmithing. I'm so proud of him. I've gotten several tools from him and different things from his blacksmithing forge, and he does a great job every time. So Dakota is going to be set up with his forge, so if you're into blacksmithing or you just want to watch it or learn it, Dakota will be out there and he will be forging items at the event. It's going to be really cool, y'all. And then to wrap it all up, we're going to have Luke Gross doing the keynote on transitioning from city life to farm life and how to market your farm. Luke Gross at Gross Family Farm is also another very, very brilliant marketer. This is a fellow that went from no farming experience to completely quitting his job, running a farm, selling enough product that he actually has staff, employees that he pays to help him on his farm. Luke does great things. Jake has sang nothing but praises of Luke, so we're looking forward to his class as well, and he is going to wrap things up. Now, in addition to all of these awesome classes, we're going to have something that is quite possibly my favorite part of all of the meet and greets we do. We're doing a meal, y'all. So when we get together for our meet and greets, we do an old-fashioned potluck pitch-in style meal. If you can bring something, bring it. If you can't cook, bring some solo cups or paper plates or whatever. If you don't want to bring something, you don't have to. Trust me, there's going to be a lot of stuff there for you to munch on. We've also got Mr. Tommy Lowry. We're going to go ahead and have him catering the event for us. Now, what he is doing out of the kindness of his heart is he is doing it for donations only. So we ask if you get a meal from him, donate if you can. If not, that's okay as well. I've already talked to him. If he doesn't at least recoup the cost, because that's all he's wanting to do is recoup the cost of his time and the food that he's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and pay the rest. But we do ask if you can, please donate if you get a meal from him. So we're going to have all the different sides and foods that everyone that is pitching in brings. But then again, we're also going to have Mr. Tommy out there cooking, I believe he said pork loins. He's smoking pork loins. He's doing barbecued beans. He's doing campfire potatoes. I think he said he might be doing some coleslaw. He's got Hoboken Eddie over there in Madison, who is going to bring some sides as well to contribute with Mr. Tommy. So it's going to be an awesome time. And we like to take that time to just sit and enjoy and share a meal and fellowship with each other and just get to know a little bit about each other, you know, because classes are great. Classes are awesome. But you don't get a lot of time to talk to each other when you're paying attention to a presenter. So we wanted to schedule in a time for everyone to talk and to network and all that. And then after the event's over, of course, folks will still network some more. There's just so much stuff that is going to be going on this day, and it's just amazing. And we are so thankful that this event that we started just a few years ago has evolved into such an awesome thing for the community. I just had a crazy idea one time. I was like, man, we should do like a meet and greet in this area and tell other homesteaders, and let's all just get to know each other a little bit. And so the first one was kind of like cold, windy weather, and I was like, man, I'm looking at my wife. I'm like, I don't think anybody's going to show up. This weather is terrible. We had like 80 people come out, and I was like, heck yeah. People were braving the cold. We were all exchanging information, telling each other what we did on our homesteads, what services we had, you know, what animals we raised. And it was awesome. It was such a great opportunity to just network and fellowship with people. And then the next time we were like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do the same thing. Let's do the meet and greet. But let's also have a meal. And y'all, wow, the food that people brought. I grilled chicken. People brought food that was just like, whoa, you guys know what you're doing. Homesteaders can cook. It was so good. And there was so much food left. That's why I'm saying, if you can't pitch in on the meal, please do not feel like you can't eat, because there's going to be so much food. Please come hungry and share a meal with us while you're there. Now, I took the time to get by the event and film the facilities for you. One thing that was asked was the event handicap accessible, and it is handicap accessible. And you'll see that in the video that I'm going to run here shortly. One other thing. When you pull up to the event, please don't pull into the actual building. There is a road that runs right between the building and the community church that sits beside the building. That road leads to the parking lot. So when you put the facility address in your GPS, it's going to bring you right to the building. Just go 30 more feet and make a left there, or a right, depending on which direction you're coming from. and take that road. We'll have kids out there directing traffic to let you know where to go. And by kids, I mean my teenage son. And I think Megan's going to have her teenage kids out there also, so that folks know where to go. Because if you pull into the building, it's just a loop driveway that goes around the building, and there's literally nowhere to park. The parking space is behind the building. Now, one thing I would like to ask you to do if you come out to the event, please bring a folding chair. Please bring a pop-up if you've got a pop-up, just in case there's inclement weather. We do have the building, but based on the energy around this and as excited as everyone has been, we really honestly think we've already outgrown this building. And we could be wrong, but I don't think so. A lot of people are looking forward to this, and we're super excited to meet all y'all and see all y'all. Now, one other thing. If you come to a Chasing Dreams hosted event, just understand that I'm going to walk around with my camera, and I'm going to shake your hand. I'm going to take a selfie with you. And if you want, I'll even give you a hug. Hugs are free, y'all. But that's just something I do, and you'll see that here shortly in the video. People from our last event. We had folks that came all the way from Pennsylvania. We had folks that came from Michigan. We had some folks all the way from the very northern part of Indiana that came. We've got folks that come from all over. And that is a testament to the amount of yearning that we have to fellowship and community with like-minded people. You know, Amber Garling that I mentioned earlier on, her and her husband Chris, they started coming down because up in their area they couldn't find any other people that really did the homesteading thing. And now they've started a little bit of a homesteading community in their area. And that's the other thing I want to touch on before I show you guys the facility. If you ever want to host a meet and greet in your area, and I challenge you, if you're watching this video, I challenge you to hold a meet and greet in your area, even if it's a small one. Or if you ever want to host one, let me know your event details, and I will share it in my Chasing Dreams Homestead group. And if I don't already have obligations, I'll come to your event. Because we really care that much about getting the community established and about supporting the community. I mean, if we don't support each other, who's going to? You know, the world is seemingly every day getting more and more against being self-sufficient. Indiana 2 years ago beefed up the cottage laws and made homesteading a lot easier, and now they're starting to dial it back and retract on that. And it's kind of sad, but that happens more and more everywhere, and I don't understand the mindset. I really don't know. It's just kind of the ebbs and flows, you know what I mean? So us building and establishing these communities it's an extremely important thing to do, because you never know. We may all have to get together and tell a congressman, like Living Roots told me that back in 2011 they had to tell the senators, hey, pump your brakes, you know, don't be coming after all of us small farms. And at that point they were able to get it passed that any farm that generated less than $500,000 did not have to submit to inspections and all these things that the large commercial farms do. And it took a lot of people banding together to make that happen. So this is important. It's important for us to build community. It's important for us to feel like we've got folks we can talk to, we can share information with, we can share our journey with each other. We can build friendships, and in our group, Chasing Dreams Homestead on Facebook, our dreamers are our family. They're our extended family. So this is a very important thing to do. If you can get out to the event, please come on out. I promise you'll have a great time. And also share this video. Now I'm going to show you guys the facility. Good morning, dreamers. I just want to show everybody where the meet and greet's going to be. That right there is the Henryville School. It's the four-way stop in Henryville when you come off of I-65. This building is where the meet and greet is going to be hosted for the spring meet and greet. Henryville Community Association sign. Building is labeled American Legion. Go in and show you guys the facilities. It is handicap accessible, so we have that feature, which is a nice feature. I know we've had some folks ask if that's something that this building offers. Coming into the building, we've got a great big open space for the indoor presentations. We will also be hosting outdoor presentations as well. There's a basement that they are hoping to have available to us in April, which would also offer a second indoor space. Public restrooms. We have plenty of chairs. Bring your own chairs if you want something a little more comfortable than these chairs though, please. It's encouraged to bring folding chairs. Kitchen is over there. We will have Mr. Tommy with his food set up for folks over there and any other pitch-in meals that are brought. I'll take you around the property, show you the outside of the property so you got an idea. So we're gonna come out here. So this property will have pop-ups set up for different classes. We've got the gazebo. We'll have one presenter under the gazebo. And we've got another class space out here, a carport. So that'll work out well. This big back parking lot for parking. If we have to overflow, there's additional parking that we will ask the church for their permission. Well, again, that is the school, so use the school as a reference point if you get lost, but no one should get lost. It's a really simple one turn off of I-65 location. We're excited, y'all, and we look forward to seeing everybody at the spring meet and greet. This is going to be awesome. All right, y'all, I'm sorry about the road noise. It is busy as heck, but that facility is perfect. It's right off the interstate. I-65 is literally a mile and a half away. It's a one-turn deal. If you appreciate what we're doing, please like and subscribe to our channel. Please share this video with other folks that you think may be interested in coming to a meet and greet. We're going to do our meet and greets. Every spring meet and greet will be the last Saturday in April, and our fall meet and greets will be the first Saturday in November. We're going to continue to do 2 meet and greets every year as long as we've got the support of the community and folks are coming out and enjoy themselves. Till next time, y'all, keep dreaming.